passed, so that's good. Everybody's teching in. It's like I think it's like 9 o'clock now, so I'm getting teched in, and we'll get ready to see what it does first round. It's gonna be interesting. We've been trying to like think about what tune-up to put in it first hit. We're only gonna get 2 qualifying, so we have to be, we got to be smart about this. We can't mess this up. If we were to race on Friday, we would have got some test hits and probably another qualifying yesterday, but obviously that didn't happen with all the rain. So see what happens first round. We're headed up to the lanes for first round of qualifying. Had somebody just blow up on the track, so it's probably going to be a cleanup, but we are right after sport front wheel drive. So that's all she wrote. We got called up to the staging lanes. It was all-wheel drive, and sport front-wheel drive, then 950 index. Obviously, all-wheel drive broke a ton of cars. Like, I'm talking about oil downs down the whole entire track, broken transfer cases. My boy Shaba lost a whole wheel. It was a mess in all-wheel drive. Then in sport front-wheel drive, it started back again with cars braking, and then it started drizzling, and then they shut it down. So we just sat in the lanes for a few hours and didn't get nothing accomplished. So they called it for the night. We'll be back here at 9:30, and hopefully we get one qualifier in the morning, and then start eliminations after that. Hopefully we can, hopefully we can finish it or progress. I mean, we have a tune-up in it that we think will go 950 first hit. If it does, then we'll just leave it right there. If it goes faster than 950, we'll go into round one, and it's going to be difficult. We're just going to have to take it one round at a time and hope for the best so we don't break out for any reason. But that's it for Saturday. We will be back in the morning. All right, it's Sunday. We're here finally, back to the staging lanes. Sun's out, well, a little bit. Shouldn't have no rain today, no problem. So we'll go into Q1. Sport front-wheel drive is going now, and we're up next. Let's see how this first pass goes.
Oh no! We suck again!
Just pull it.
Huh?
Pull it.
That's it?
I mean, it doesn't want to crank.
What happened?
It doesn't want to crank. I'm pretty sure it went lean.
Pretty sure it went late.
Yeah.
What does it sound like?
But right now it's just doing what it always does every time I shut it off.
No.
Cause yeah.
You're not plug on.
Let's just pull it over there. Yeah. It was until it wasn't. It, huh? Yeah, like in third.
Now me and the mad scientist got to rip apart the block and replace the piston rings you fried.
All right, so we finally made it back from Honda Day. It's now Tuesday. Everything's, I had to unload everything, but I didn't get a chance to record a video while I was out there. Just a lot of stuff going on, but eventually we basically, on that pass, it appears that the car went lean. We might have missed a tune-up or something. It's hard to say because, like, K-Pro, obviously you don't have the ability to log all that stuff accurately, so there's no fail safes. So if it goes lean on our end, you know, it'll just burn everything up. So this was the result of that. If I can get it to focus. Yeah, we knocked 2 plugs completely clean. So that's what hurt the motor. Cylinder 2 and 3 are low on compression. It didn't scatter anything, obviously, it just lost compression and lost power. So that's basically what happened at the end of that pass when it nosed over in 4th gear. The biggest dilemma I have now is, you know, do I just rebuild the motor and keep on running it on K-Pro? Or do I put the car down for a little bit and redo the whole entire thing, basically, and maybe go fuel tech? You know, obviously it's not cheap to go fuel tech, so it's a pretty big expense. But the route that we're headed and the goals that we want to achieve, it'd be ideal to have a good computer to help us get there. Or stop things like this from happening. I mean, obviously with K-Pro, there's no room for error. You miss the tune-up, and especially with nitrous, and you're gonna burn it up. So it sucks that it happened. The motor's been in this car for a year and a half now. I've been beating the crap out of it. The most nitrous I saw was 225, which is what I've been running for a while now. So it took a beating. I mean, I think if we didn't miss a tune-up, it might still be running. But obviously the air in Maryland is a lot different than what we're used to down here in Georgia or Florida or any of these warmer states. I think intake temp is saw about like 20 degrees with the nitrous. So it didn't go like super lean to where it just burned everything up, but it lean enough for the motor not to be happy. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take apart the motor and see how hurt it is, see what got hurt, and see if it's something we could just kind of slap another motor together. Because I don't want to put my new motor in the car and then, you know, I go through the same issues. I would hate to hurt a brand new motor. At least this motor was just thrown together. It's a Band-Aid motor. We just slapped together. It actually ended up, we lost the plug on the dyno initially with this block. And it hurt some of the valves, so we changed the head and kind of just filed down some of the pistons to get some of the sharp edges off. But those are the same pistons that are still in this motor. So it's a lot to think about. I'm not sure. I'd love to go fuel tech, but that just means I won't race the car for a little bit, maybe a couple months, just because I don't want to dump a bunch of money into the car. the reason why I haven't gone fuel tech is because I race the car so much. So, you know, almost every month there's like a race that I'm going to. So switching over everything is going to you know, just stop me from racing, which might be the best thing to do. Because I hate not having any data. So I make passes, but I feel like I'm just blind. You know, there's very little that the K Pro is actually letting me see, and it's not always consistent. So it's always a risk with K Pro, and I kind of knew this. You know, I'm not really surprised. We kind of knew what we were getting ourselves into, but I mean, 1.5 years with this motor and racing as much as I have, I can't complain. I have no complaints about the motor. So I'll do some thinking and see which route we're going to take. Appreciate y'all watching. I'll keep you guys updated on what we're going to do next.